Are you ready, ready?
Welcome to the Boom Room. I'm excited to be back. I'm sorry I couldn't be with y'all last week, but I'm here now. I got a great show lined up for you, an exciting guest later on in this episode. And having said that, let's review what's been going on the past 2 weeks in the Beat It Fantasy Football League. Congratulations to the Higher Power. Congratulations to Bread Inc. Congratulations to TNT. All three of those teams going 2-0 in a doubleheader. Unfortunately, whooping that ass, Negro, and the North went 0-2. Lot of digging. Lincoln Legends with an impressive performance in the doubleheader, beating El Cajinos by 63, beating G5 by 46, getting 45 points from Keenan Allen, who's been crushing it this year, getting 37 from Tyler Lockett, wow, and 24 from Austin Hooper. When something like that happens, this guy, he's just running away with it right now. One of the few undefeated teams in the league. I see you, Lincoln Legends. We'll see how long you can stay undefeated. Having said that, and I guess the rubber match between it, we had El Cajinos versus G5. And unfortunately, El Cajinos comes up small once again. Patrick Mahomes pretty much destroyed Aaron Rodgers, and that was the difference in the game. A 30-point victory for G5. Also, a little bragging rights for the tight end position. We know how El Cajinos thanks to Mark Andrews only showed up with 4.5 points. And Darren Waller, 29 points. I think it's safe to say that G5 might be laughing right now about the tight end position. Hey, everybody that went 2-0, congratulations. Everybody that went 1-1, you did what you had to do. Everybody that went 0-2, you got some work ahead of you, but the season's not over. Now, let's turn the page on that, and let's get into week 4. I want to shout out Arizona Rhyme with an impressive victory. I think saving the season. I like Arizona Rhyme to knock off the Higher Power, one of the two remaining unbeaten teams. That was a huge win. I thought that was the victory of the week. Congratulations. Picked up the running back from the Giants. Had a big game for him. In the game, I think, and in the game that got the whole league's attention, G5 versus Remember the North. G5 putting up a measly 105 points, wins by 54 points. Think about that. 54 points. Remember the North scored 51 points, no injuries. Everybody played the full 4 quarters. It got me going to do some research. In the history of the Beat It Fantasy Football League, which consists now of 882 games, there's never been a score that low where everybody played the whole 4 quarters. Nobody has never scored less than 74 points in a game where everybody played. Congratulations, Remember the North. You came into the league, and like you said, you setting records. So from now on, whenever somebody drop 50, we're going to call that giving them the North. I just hit them with a North. So Jameis Winston on his bench had 43 points. So Jameis Winston almost had a North. I guess we can get into it, because if there would have been a game of the week last week, we know it would have been TNT and Lincoln Legends, the rematch. If we can recall, let's take a look at what Lincoln Legends had to say prior to the game 2 weeks ago.
I think everybody knows who Lincoln Legends is. You don't want to see me in the regular season. I haven't gotten lucky enough to win those 3 games in a row at the end of the season, but I am always threatening. So, count that as a loss when you see me.
And credit to Lincoln Legends, they went out and they did what they had to do. This was a gut check game for TNT. TNT showed up, winning by an impressive 40 points, getting monster games from all 3 running backs, getting 31 points from wide receiver Robert Woods. And TNT made a statement to the league saying, look, if we get at least 20 points from any receiver, y'all might as well just go ahead and go home. Game's over. So having said that, there's no more undefeated teams in the league. Right now, we're sitting with 4 teams with only 1 loss. It looks like it's going to be an exciting race to see who gets a home field advantage. I'm excited to bring on this week's guest, a real friend to the Beat It Fantasy Football League. Somebody who doesn't need any introduction. When you guys see him, I know you're going to be excited about it. So without further ado, let's bring on the one, the only, the Rebel Alliance.
How you doing, man? Salutations, losers. How you doing?
How's it been, man? How's everything going?
Not bad. Can't complain. You know, life is good. Life is good not dealing with you people because I don't like you. I kid.
Well, having said that, you are a respected owner in this league. We'll get to why you're no longer in the league a little bit later on. But your opinion is valuable, so I'm interested in getting your takes on some of the things that's been going on in the league.
I've been going for a while, so I haven't been following a lot of stuff. So seriously, we just need to talk. Let's start talking about the new stuff. All right. So first of all, you were talking about the 51-point guy, right?
Yeah, he scored 51
The North remembers.
That's his name.
The North needs to fucking forget, number one. First of all, I don't know who you are, but you cannot draft an XFL roster. Okay, that's number one. All right, like the Canadian football. Don't pick your fucking players from the Canadian Football League, and you'll be fine. All right, whoever you are. All right, 51 points.
51 points.
Like 51 points. Like we were talking earlier before, we even started filming. You could have literally took a fucking farm animal and had that farm animal like a little rooster or something, just do his beak, like, and start picking players, and he would have scored 52 points. He would have got you 52. The rooster would have beat this motherfucker. All right. Has it really come to this since I've left? Seriously. Like, what the hell? Where do you find these people? What was he like? What did you find him at, like a shelter? Was he at like fucking rehab? The rehab around the corner? Is he on step 11 of his 12-step program? Yo, you wanna play some fantasy football? All right. Only got 51 points in me, but okay. That's the best I can do. The North remembers. The Iron Throne, that's a Game of Thrones reference, right?
Yes.
The only throne this motherfucker ever sat on was a pay toilet. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. Beat it, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, you're a loser, alright? Next year, we'll get an animal, alright? It will be more competitive. Just anyone. We'll just open the fucking door. Let a bird fly in. Jameis Winston. I'll start Jameis Winston. And he would have got the 90. He would have been competitive. Jesus Christ, who are you? The North remembers. North Meyer, you need to go down south, motherfucker. That's where you need to go. Because the North is not working out for you. Okay? Beat it. Go west, young man.
Let's move on. Let's go to I'm gonna ask because
who is this guy? For an Arizona Ron, who's this? It sounds like a fucking dollar store drink. Let's get an Arizona Ron. Who the fuck is this guy? And he's really clever too, by the way. Look, I'm from Arizona and my name is Ron. Like seriously? Where do you find these people? Did you literally get this nigga from Arizona? I know somebody in Arizona named Ron. Who the fuck? Arizona Ron. Yo, I like my Arizona. $1 at the corner store. All right. I don't need no Ron to get involved in my Arizona. All right. That sweet tea's a little bitter. Fucking Arizona Ron. Change your name, nigga. Get a dictionary, a thesaurus, but you cannot call yourself TNT. Taylor Noah Tatum. Very clever. You put some thought into that. This nigga, what you gonna name your team? I'm from Arizona, and my name is Ron, so I have my team's name. Thank you very much.
All right, let's move it along. Let's look at what you think of whipping that ass. I can tell you right now, he's already made 2 major trades.
Well, that's because Corey has brain damage. We need to get him CTE tested, like I said before. It must have been in high school. He must have took a lot of hits when he played ball. Did he leave with his helmet a lot?
Yeah, I didn't know him in high school. I met him in college. So
All right. Well, Corey leads with his helmet. That's pretty much the deal. Corey, get tested, my nigga. How many fingers? How many fingers am I holding up?
Let me ask you a different question. We got 4 teams right now currently sitting at 4-1. Okay. I want you to tell me which one you get an edge to. You think that's going to be able to bring home field advantage.
So Tim's undefeated, right?
No, he actually lost to TNT this previous week.
Okay.
So Tim has 1 loss. TNT has 1 loss. G5, Bread Inc. I'm sorry, it's 5 teams. Bread Inc. and a Higher Power.
All right. Well, first of all, since I left, I want to give a shout out to Tim for winning all those championships. Good job. All right. So, because it was me that was holding you back. All right. So, and my bullying. Let me say. Let's look at these rosters here. So you said Bread Inc. was 4-1, right?
Yeah, he's 4-1.
Fuck out of here.
Well, I will say the only downside is he hasn't really played anybody. All his victories have been against 1-win teams. He has 1 victory against a 2-win team.
Oh, okay.
But the schedule is the schedule. So
you gotta play your schedule. Yeah, he's done. He sucks. He's not gonna win anything.
G5 is sitting at 4-1.
If his receivers can actually play for him, I actually like his first 2 picks. I would have reversed it. If I had the number 1 pick, I would have took Mahomes. That's just me personally, because he's special, he's unique. But yeah, if his receivers come through, he'll stick around. But yeah, Brad ain't 4-1. What the fuck, man?
Higher Power sitting at 4-1.
Well, I mean, T actually knows how to draft. He's one of like 4 people that actually can draft in this league. Arizona Ron.
And,
y'all don't got Indiana Jones in the league? You got fucking Arizona. You got the fucking knockoff. I'm Arizona Ron. You got the dollar store Indiana Jones in the league. This nigga can't find the Lost Ark. This nigga found the Lost Popeye's chicken. I'm gonna get me one of them sandwiches. I'm Arizona Ron. Nigga got the faux leather jacket and shit. He got a derby instead of the fedora. I'm Arizona Ron. Dun, 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 dun.
Now let me give you the teams.
What were we talking about? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I got
ADD people.
Now let me give you the teams with 1 win, and I want you to tell me which team you think can turn it around. We got El Cajinos, Machiavellians, the North Remembers, and I'm gonna put the two win teams in there too. Also, Arizona Ron has 2 wins, and Negro Realty has 2 wins.
All right, let's time out. Negro Realty.
Yeah.
What is that?
I guess it's a Negro that has some realty.
That sounds like the shittiest horror movie ever made. Now, in a theater near you, Negro Realty. It's been done and it was better and shit. This nigga saw what's the movie Key and Peele made? What's his name? Jordan Peele.
Get Out.
Yeah, he saw Get Out. Get in, motherfucker. Fucking Negro real. Fuck out of here. You know nothing of our struggle. All right. So, in all seriousness, let me see here. Let's start off with the El Cainos. Not the Cajinos. I'm not Spanish, motherfucker.
Just to let you know, he made a trade with whipping that ass. So now he has Le'Veon Bell on his team. He doesn't have Tyreek Hill or Delaney Walker.
All right. So this was part of Corey's strategy to lose every game. So, all right. Yeah, it's Kevin. Which means he's going to talk a lot. You know? He'll be, what's that song? He'll be fading in the wind. He'll be dusting the wind. He's going to get Thanos snapped. Kevin, you should have aimed for the head, Kevin. He's getting dusted.
All right. Now, before I let you go, in all seriousness, a lot of people were upset that you left the league. Me personally, because you were a tremendous competitor. I enjoyed competing against you, and I wanted to win a championship in a league that you were a part of. Like I said, at the time that you left, you can argue that you were the strongest owner. I know a lot of people don't know that you were already planning to leave, but it was a back and forth with you and G5. So I would be doing a disservice if I didn't bring it up. So, what was that? Did that lead to you leaving the league ultimately, or?
People think that, but it's a lot of different things. For me personally, like just going to the Eagles games, having my Sundays completely swallowed up. Just my work schedule, things like that. It's just a whole combination of things where, I didn't feel as if I could be as competitive as possible in previous years, just with what was personally going on in my life. Having your Sunday completely wiped out, that's a huge disadvantage when I don't get to, not watching games when you guys are watching games. I'm not scouting, different things like that. But it was a combination of things. Most people think, oh, this nigga got pissed off with Dre and he quit the league. No, Dre's not that important. He just isn't. I mean, I wouldn't trust him to, clean out my cat's litter box. But other than that, it's not oh my God, Dre's so important, I'm going to quit the league with my friends and everything. Because Dre, yeah, him. So it wasn't. It was a lot of factors. Did that play into it? Yeah, because I'm not a fan, as we all know. But it's nothing where it's I curse him and his kids or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just as an adult, it is what it is. In life, conflict exists. We're humans, and conflict exists, and that's just part of it. That's part of the human experience. Okay. So that's kind of the way I look at it. But, since I left the league, holy shit. I
mean, but having said that, if you saw somebody score 51 points, you couldn't still be in the league?
Apparently, the North remember.
I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to predict the championship game before you leave.
I got Negro Reality versus the North remembers. I'm calling it. No, it's going to be the same people it always is, because here's my thing. Now that I'm out of the league, I can say it. The majority of the owners in this league are slaves to their personality, and they always fall into their personality traits when push comes to shove. And push always comes to shove come playoff time, as it sees and tightens when it's time to make trades. I haven't been around in years, and Corey's being Corey. Seth, holy Jesus Christ. I mean, he's still the same. It doesn't look like, just looking at the draft boards, personalities change, so it will still be the same players, and they'll still be doing the same thing. The song continues. It's the circle of life, but with idiots.
The greatest thing about you is I don't think you answered one question that I asked you this whole segment.
No, I have ADD. Does anyone notice I have ADD?
Well, like I said, it's great having you. It's great seeing you. I hope the owners appreciate this. And anytime that you want to come back, you get that just let us know.
Yeah, and it's I kid, but it really isn't all love. No, I'm kidding. It is all love. With most of you. And Tim, once again, congratulations on all that winning you've done. Arizona Ron, I look forward to seeing your movies. Keep fighting those Nazis, and the North remembers. I cannot wait to see the animal they replace you with next year. My cat can do better than that. T's cat can do better than that. You're pathetic, and I don't know you. And if I met you, I wouldn't tell you that to your face, because it's something you already know.
On that note, I want to thank you for coming out. Rebel Alliance, it was great seeing you. Once again, I want to thank the Rebel Alliance for coming out. It was a blast having them on the show. I'm still laughing, as you can see. To all the teams that only have 1 or 2 victories, long season to go. Mathematically, you guys are right in it. To all the teams 4-1, fighting for that number 1 seed, good luck. Now I want to spotlight next week's game of the week. It'll be a rematch from week 1. It'll be Arizona Ron versus defending champions Jabroni. Can't wait to spotlight that game next week. And like I said, can't wait to see you next week in the Boom Room.